then he's going to be done if the Phantom Lancer manages to go on him. So, just like a common Diffusal Blade pickup sort of deal.
It's kind of one of these picks that PL needs a lot of time to get online, so you need like ideally Boots of Travel if you can swing it, just to be able to bounce around the map. Then you need the Diffusal Blade minimum to be able to fight. And after that, just a matter of, alright, let's get stats, let's maybe get an Axe, which is super useful in my opinion, but he can turn in late game into this hero that's impossible to deal with, because at that point, clear from the Morana and Nyx Assassin might not be enough to actually lock him down and kill him when he's super tanky.
I expect Morana's going to pick up a Maelstrom or but they also have this combination with the Ember Spirit's not that bad against PL. It kind of goes both ways. PL with a Diffusal Blade can take off Ember's mana or his Flame Guard, then kind of drain his mana out if he doesn't have a Remnant out. Even if he does have a Remnant up, he can, or not up, but off cooldown, and he can use it, he'll be slowed heavily by the Diffusal Blade. So it'll be hard for him to run. So it's in terms of the matchup between PL and Ember Spirit. It depends how what each player does, because it can go both ways. Like Ember Spirit can knock out a PL, and a PL can knock out. Yeah, depends on that. I do like this pickup from Hellraisers for the TA. It's really good against Clockwork. It'll stop out a lot of their damage in the mid lane. If Oliver is going mid against the TA, it's a little weird. The Flame Guard and the chains are good against the refractions, but Ember Spirit is a low armor hero, and TA can definitely take advantage of that.
Yep.
And she is kind of a in terms of the late game, a Bloodthorn carrier, so she can silence him out. And
well, these two teams have already shown that their lanes can be a bit wonky. Before we get into the game, once again, short message from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Bambo, he's speaking what I'm thinking. Can we get rid of these pauses? But looks like we're ready to go. It's not actually 0 seconds because we're 4 seconds into the game already. But
let's try not to call out the sponsors here.
Oh my god, I hate all of them right now. We were gonna talk about lanes, right? Hellraiser is pretty straightforward, I think. But Penta, they were, yeah. Yeah, I guess Penta with Oliver, he does have the improvement shield. Will he go mid with that, or will Nine go mid because he also has mid items?
See, it's confusing you, right?
It's really confusing.
It's I really like this strategy.
Yeah, Penta's the team that showed us that they don't give a damn about how Dota's played right now. They're just gonna play their own shit.
No, I think it's a legitimate strategy. It doesn't have to be played that way. In fact, doing this gives you a little bit of an advantage because it makes it unclear to the enemies what you're going to do, so it makes it difficult to respond to it properly. So, I think this is like
elaborate on that?
So, a lot of the time, we have, in Dota we have players playing each role, and players that play specific heroes. Everybody's stronger and weaker at different things. It's just how it is. They solved Dota. Alright. So, how can the enemies know?
Makes sense now.
How can the enemies know what they're doing if they don't know what they're doing?
That's a good question.
But
by scouting people out, Milan is there, just have to walk places it down, but well, I think Armin might have figured out what's going on there if he saw it. Might not know exactly where it's at. Oh yeah, they're picking it out. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Right. So there's some around no early first bloods, but the division advantage for Team Penta. Oliver with the share tangos go mid. So how do you see these lanes work out, especially with the Earthshaker factor being in a roaming position?
I'm with Penta. I'm with Penta.
Ooh, conflict.
I'm with Penta here.
Well,
Bamboo.
bottom lane's off to a good start with a fissure block. Oh god. I was just gonna say J4 doing a good job just using that Q to do some harassment, but looks like Nick's Assassin DNZ is matching that aggression, forcing out a lot of that regen early on. So it's a bit of an explosive lane as long as it's 2v2.
Yeah. I guess we'll see how. I guess it's pretty big here how much how many Psyblade hits the PA gets off on these enemies here, or whether or not Penta's able to dodge them. If they can force all of Ember's regen out of him before he gets his bottle, or like start to damage him a little bit more really quickly, force him to use that salve, he's gonna have to stay back. He's not gonna get any farming.
Oh, that's off bottom lane. Armen actually 4 stacks. Bambo's diving the tower for it. He's gonna get the first blood, but what cost 9? Should be able to get this kill with the help of the tower. It's actually gonna be shared between Armen and Bambo. So who's coming out ahead here? The Batrider player again, 3rd time in a row.
And yeah.
Oh yeah. At the same time, like, if he's up for man fighting, he does have a stout shield, does have 5 armor to work with. So Boogie has to be a bit careful about engaging into this. Oh, the arrow actually, that's an Earthshaker. That's a long range one. DNZ is there with a DD rune, doesn't even have to throw a stun. It's gonna give the kill to 9 with the body blocks. Well,
No use wasting.
Goes a long way salvaging this bottom lane, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Easy creep farming, yeah.
Which team? He's not you continue. You go, Foxy. All you. Yeah, really impressive by Oliver.
Yeah. Takes a lot of damage, but it still has a self available. So it's absolutely fine.
Alright.
I would open Venom on a Clockwork. Can't say I've seen it before. Especially in a landing situation. Yeah.
Also, the Orb of Venom will stay applied to Phantom Lancer after he uses Doppelganger. So you figure out which one it is. So
oh wow. I did not know that. Oh, misses the block. 33 gets a double walk off. Doppelganger. Bottom lane, look at this though, 9. He still has stick charges to work with, maybe for a bit of a turnaround play with the Starstorm. Hold on, doing the math.
I'm gonna correct myself. Orb of Venom is unspellable.
Okay, Boogie. Well,
What tournament
got the
is
cards
this
off, so
Wednesday?
you'll be fine.
On Wednesday,
And
we're
extra money
playing
for
in
one of the
Dota
illusions.
qualifier. So that starts at 15 CT, and we're gonna stream that on my channel and
That's the thing.
my teammates might be streaming as well. Not sure if they
Armin?
will let you
Should be, yeah, with the Firefly on top of him now. The arrow comes through, but 9. This is a
And
Starfall, but it
on
also needs
Saturday,
to hold on to a bit of mana for
Starladder,
leap. But
Ivy,
Stick Charge as well helping that. The stun onto Earthshaker, but we want to get
Next
the Bat
Wednesday
Rider
we have
first, and they
EPL,
do. With the
and
last bit of
on
mana burn
Saturday
damage.
after that-
Teaching him his place in this lane a little bit.
You can really. No, tournament.
Oh my.
Oh, Milan. That was a smoke up from our men in DNZ, just running straight into that one, TPing out after the stun, and he's tanky enough. Should be able to stand that. And he is.
I want to say the reason for that was that in the past illusions did not get damage block, but I think they changed that. Yeah, you can see that they just got damage block from the stout shield up at top. So I think it applies to all of them now.
Oh, Bambo. Looking at 9, getting the solo kill. DNZ, what's he doing? He's in mid, he's in trouble. The Shanes will connect on top of the Assassin, slow as followed Milan also. He'll be the one taking that kill eventually with the walkout into an enchant totem. That's slow enough to set that up for him. So 1-for-1 trade across the map. So yeah, looking at this other game, who do you think is coming out ahead so far? Well, the top lane, Boogie. 33 doesn't have doppelganger available. They can run him down, Boogie, with a battery assault, not shining it up just until just now. The jukes and jives inside the trees, DNZ keeping tabs on him, but now 33 bought enough time for J4 to come through. That'll be the end of it. Man, that could have been a great kill.
Might see a great kill happen at bottom though.
Maybe 9 does have the leap Starfall available. Not going for it this time. Yep. Does he always build drums before Blink? Okay. Oh.
Yeah,
Don't know if you want to go on Milan, of all people. Not without help anyway.
no,
Well.
he definitely does not get that Ember Spirit. Though the Ember Spirit needs to get those Null Talismans over to himself to tank up a little bit more and have more mana. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna look for a kill in the bottom lane with Smoke of Deceit. But I think they get punished for this by 9. No, 9 doesn't have enough mana.
Just a couple of stick charges, last bottle charge coming through, but they're wrapping all the way around. This might be a tough situation, especially with the TP in from 33. Can provide a little bit of extra, but he did use third lantern now. Well, Armin, you can still burn him down easily. 9 will be able to survive for now with the lead. DNZ make rotation here. Oh, the spike carp is not enough to set up the stun, and now the lockdown from the lasso. 33 with another Spirit Lance available. Double kill for Psychic Bambo actually, so it's not quite the way that Penta thought this was gonna go down with that rotation. Meanwhile, mid though, Oliver. Gotta be a bit careful. Yeah. Is he gonna buy Radiance again this game, do you think? Moonlight Shadow, maybe they thought that Hellraisers was gonna go on them. Down bottom, but, well, not gonna turn into anything.
You know, the Moonlight Shadow up, like, obviously, players notice when the hero has the thing over its head when there's Moran on the map, and they just get back. They don't want
I also did in plain sight, but 33 overstaying is welcome here. Great kill. Also got the tower deny, so, hey. Penta stabilizing down here in this bottom lane. Again.
Mm-hmm. Right now, Hellraisers aren't in a very good spot. This Ember Spirit's pretty much just been free farming the mid lane all game. He has his Veil of Discord now, but if he manages to get his Boots of Travel as well, he's just going to be able to head wherever he wants on the map and like take kills and like secure so much farm for his team just from like his mere threat. So they're going to need to kill with him to slow. They need to kill him to slow him down here.
It might be him who's looking for a kill instead. Boogie leading the charge, smoked up together with Oliver. They do take that that rune, which has been spotted out by the wards. Hellraiser should know that something's going on. Sexy Bambo flying and seeing what's going on. Boogie, well, he gets lassoed before he can get hooked, so he might just straight up die unless he can go for defensive hook, but now too many creeps around. Just throws out the cock. So this attempt, all it served was for 9 to actually get the tower. The arrow almost landing on the real Phantom Lancer. Could have been disastrous. Might still be here. DNZ Invis, but Sentry's being dropped down. He'll figure it out, but, well, will he? Range group attacking him, he really should.
Ember Spirit kills.
Now Oliver making an appearance, gets a chains. Winter Wyvern cannot even get the heal off. Not that it would have mattered really with this magic burst coming through. So great kill there, and Kaiser, he's kind of still in catch-up mode, isn't he? About 1,000 gold away from the highest farming hero on the map. He's going for this Desolators, halfway there. Still has another small ancient stack on the other side.
I'm not sure how much it matters getting tons of farm on this Templar Assassin right now. As far as getting the Desolator, that might be a little bit of a mistake. If they manage to, like, they have a lot of heroes that can catch out this TA and take her down really quickly. Going straight Deso is like obviously a really good build, does tons of damage, but well, it's a very dead Visage. I don't feel like it's right this game. I think she should build like one more item before going for the Desolator. She's just not going to be able to survive the advantage this Ember Spirit already has on her. Just anything for a little bit more survivability. Force Staff, if she goes that, her team just doesn't have enough damage. Again, it looks like on paper it looks even right now, but Hellraiser's in a very bad spot as far as the direction of this game is going.
Oh, the hook shot lands on Templar Assassin. Boogie with the pushback here into the loving arms of Ember Spirit, just bursting him down with his curse too late to save his buddy, and even Earthshaker dying in the backline. DNZ with a double stun into a double starfall. They get Bambo, they will get the Winter Wyvern. 4 heroes down just like that for Penta.
Who needs HP? Or yeah, who needs HP and armor if you kill the enemies?
HP, we all know HP
you.
is the crutch of bad players. Exactly. So.
That is my exact outlook on Dota. That's how I play.
Okay, he's still gonna. Yeah, he caught somebody. That's what you meant. Jebaited is what they call it, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, here it is. He queued up the Radiance. I was waiting for that. I was actually watching his hero.
Well, we called it. Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
There's some help from Bambo and the sentry. Yeah. There it is. 9 ready to reveal himself. The arrow will hit on an illusion, not ideals, and as a result, we'll call it quits. DNZ left to die. Oh, mid lane. Gonna set up here for this Ember Spirit. Follow from Milan, not quite on. Oh, never mind. Oh shit, the enchant totem. Did he ever run it up? I'm not. No, he didn't. So he wasn't gonna get out of there.
Yeah, there's nothing that guy can do. That's the plus side to having the Desolator on the PA before anything else. Kill them just so quickly, but at the same time you also die very fast. If Ember Spirit was slightly more careful with his positioning and didn't die there, they'd be in a much better spot. There's also the fact that right now Penta has the advantage overall, or they had a bit more advantage before that Ember died. If they chose to build items on Ember that let them continue to fight and whatnot, rather than trying to save up for Radiance and build that and press on their advantage, I think they'd be better overall. But Oliver is doing Oliver things.
There was a lot of hate. Understandable, seeing how the Winter Wyvern just cost him his death. Boogie now, the hook shot. Doesn't even care about the Templar Assassin, going straight for Milan with the rest of his team. That'll be an easy swipe down. Oliver with the double kill now. And top lane, well, still being pressured. The RMN tanking some tower shots so he can get that extra bit of damage into the tier 2. Yeah. Like some available for the instant lockdowns. Yeah, it should be the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh. Kind of one thing that's missing. Like when I saw 9 earlier standing here between these two traps, Bambo was flying over. I was so ready to start yelling about, oh, I got caught by lasso, but then, oh no, He can't. He doesn't have the blink dagger just yet. Even with the slows, delete doing a good job counteracting that.
Meanwhile, this Templar assassin managed to catch back up after that Ember kill. They didn't, like I said, press the advantage they had quite well enough. Got the blink dagger right after. Next is going for BKB. If Templar assassin gets her BKB, that entire Radiant team is in trouble.
Yep.
They just lose so many of their answers to deal with.
Yeah, they definitely want to defend. Don't think Penta want to take this. Well, maybe not. They smoke out Bambo. He's gonna get gone on. 9 with the follow-up arrow right on top of the Cogs DNC. Gonna dispatch of that hero Milan. Not a lot of damage done with the Echo Slam. Just trying to keep them controlled, but now Moonlight Shadow to obfuscate their lineup. They will find the easier target, Winter Wyvern. While Milan blinks into the trees. So yeah, Penta come out the better end, just with that quick swipe down, quick swat down, I should say, in the Batroid.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's good. Yep.
Phantom Lancer right now. Oh, yeah. Sorry about interrupting you there.
Yeah, I was just going to transition to that because we were talking about the Phantom Lancer for a little bit. So Neff, what are your thoughts on this build? Like, what are your thoughts on his progression in general? Is he the hero that they need going forward with the kind of armor he's getting?
Yes and no. He's not really left with many other options, just given that how everybody is playing, other than to go that Aghanim Scepter to split push the lanes as quick as possible and pressure the enemies. They force the Ember back to deal with him. He needs to get his Diffusal Blade as quick as possible to be able to fight, but even with his Diffusal Blade, there's too much AoE damage and control coming out from Penta at this point with the just everything the Ember Spirit does. By then, Ember Spirit's gonna have his Radiance as well. Phantom Lancer is gonna get crushed even with Aghanim's Diffusal Blade. He's gonna get killed before he can like attack anybody. So he needs one more item after that. He gets that item, his next item after Diffusal Blade, and TA finishes her BKB. I can see Penta losing this game. So it depends on how the game goes until then.
Oliver TPing onto the familiars. It's so hilarious after DNC set that up. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah, not going to Spirit Lance damage is very weird.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like I do always also take the stats instead of the cooldown reduction because 50% of 7 seconds on the Spirit Lance is not a whole lot anyway, so it's not a noticeable difference in my eyes. Yeah, but it's a second. Yeah. Doppelganger would be the reason, but what items would you buy on the Phantom Lancer? Yeah. I don't know. I just rather have the extra stats just to buff myself up as well as my weakness. For me, it's really hard to justify, but yeah, it's an objective kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. All of those are items that don't really have an active ability. Yay. The Mental Style would be the Mental Style Doppelganger, so if you're really going heavy into that for me, it's then definitely go cooldown reduction. Outside of that, more stats is always nice to have. But we're going off on a tangent a little bit, we can probably discuss the Marrows of Phantom Lancer some other time. Yeah. Yep, Dust comes out, will connect on to Boogies, who's gonna have to try and play around a little bit. Does have the 4 stuff to work with, and now DNZ in the back, throws down the right click onto Kaiser with the reflection, so that was a bit of a waste. He'll now reveal himself down here, Boogie will be tracked down in the meantime. Oh, Willy, surviving, gets to the shrine. DNZ also in a Milan chasing him, so it might not be enough to bring him down. Penta just dodging that all out. Are they? DNZ still running. Out of sentry range? Question mark. Oh my god! He's still alive! And now he can throw the stun. Oliver comes through. Stun not even needed, but now that is Clockwork finally ends up falling to that ultimate. But hey, BKB down. The lasso though onto 9. This was the turnaround play. That was the jump that they were hoping for earlier. The big kill with the lasso. Now looking for more. The Fiddle Blade doing some work. Armin. Going to be a bit of tanky with the Great Previous Coat early on, but ultimately way too much. Double kill for 33. Phantom Lancer showing up.
Alright, thoughts, you guys?
Yeah. Surprising amount of damage here just with the familiars. I think they had the full charges on. So they did the majority of the damage to the Clockwork.
Yeah, so I was talking about at the start is Winter Wyvern being a very good hero against Visage for that reason, among others. One of the really big things that's coming up right now is the heart on the Phantom Lancer. I was telling you guys earlier about him picking up the Aghanim Scepter to split push the waves. Alright, he has that. Diffusal Blade lets him sort of do damage and take fights, stop the enemies from using their spells once it burns their mana, but didn't have enough HP. Once he gets his heart, I really think the game's just over. Hellraisers are gonna win. It was a really bad move to go for Radiance this game on the Ember Spirit, and that might have been the game-losing factor here.
Weren't you the one who argued earlier the merits of the Radiance, or was it DFB? Oh yeah. Yeah. DNZ can't put a dust here after the sentry spots mounts, and it'll be a dead Nyx eventually. Does get the Spike Carpers off, a stun, but no help on the way. They're gonna... Oh, what they did? Oh no.
Not good. Very much not good.
Oh, they're really committing up top, Clockwork. When Shadow comes out, the dust immediately, but the TPs from Boogie and the Familiars helping with the drop dance, just preventing any sort of counterplay. Let's see, Echo Slam down. The Familiars cannot be resummoned, so they'll get at least one of them, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh man, don't do it. He's dead. Ouch. Yeah. And the ward will be taken care of immediately as well. Another 100 gold from a different source. So Hellraisers, what's what's stopping them? Oh, what can PENTA do to stop them going forward here? With this momentum that they're building?
Probably build a time machine and get a more immediate damage item on the Ember Spirit instead of something that does damage over time.
Go.
Yeah, that would have been another thing that would have been very good against the enemy team here.
I guess Marana has Mjolnir, so worst comes to worst, you can throw it out on him.
But
now man, not again. That was the Fuse Blade TA as well. Yeah. The Familiar going down. The high ground siege. Yeah. Oh, nice spike carapace there from DNZ, showing us how he's a counter to Batroid. A good hookshot as well. They're almost enough to burn him down, but the heals for now. J4 keeping him alive, but not against this extra new Boogie. In the middle of that 4-star back, no shrine available, so he'll still be brought down. And the tower also falls. DNZ needs to do more. Does have a stun available. You want to go on Kaiser. He does have the Aegis. They will be able to trigger it. Then Wyvern ultimate just slowing them down, but no damage. Not enough damage this time around. In the middle line as well. The Echo Slam though onto 2 heroes. Follow up the stair from Kaiser. Pops the BKB now. Swats down these 2 heroes. Buyback now from the Marana. Absolutely necessary if they want to hold their racks, but it might not even be enough. Oliver gets both of the cores here together with 9. As the racks falls, and they will also find Milan. It was 9 who got the double kill, unfortunately, so that they don't quite get enough money off of that with a hefty buyback gold penalty. But they do hold the range racks at the very least. They get a few kills. How bad was this still for PENTA?
That fight. Yeah.
Yeah. Going with the Wyvern, the Shrine's forced out. Forced off away from it, actually. It's hilarious. But just trying to be annoying. Just trying to make use of the fact that the big damage dealers are still on the sidelines for another 10 seconds. They'll get their own tier 3. Can also get their own racks. That's the next question. I don't think they can stick around for that long. Oliver maybe can with defensive remnant, but... Oh, that is Milan coming in. DNZ kind of misses Spike Carapace for the time being. Still can roll out the stun. Boogie with the lockdown in. The Cogs. Batrider, very, very low, will drop down. The heals on the Winter Wyvern is tanking up a bit of damage, but not enough. Armen dies to the illusions from the Phantom Lancer. Now they're looking for more 9 with the Mjolnir on top of him. Oh. He gets another kill before he dies. As Oliver left him for dead, but that was better than I thought they could manage, honestly. 9 dies back after a while, but at the very least, now you get that extra long death time out of the way.
Sort of. I think Hellraisers is going to get something else out of this, whether it be racks or farm, something like that. Major issue with the fight that happened before at mid is they decided not to wait for the heart on the Phantom Lancer and instead just decided to push in as quickly as they could, and they overcommitted just a little bit, and then that led to what we just saw at top. Your thoughts?
Still standing. Yeah, do you? Might catch our man here, yeah. Just gonna have to let him go. Yeah. DNZ's their invis. He's the gem carrier at this point. I don't even know, Batrider's in the back. DNZ, stun off. Now he's kind of caught in a really rough spot. Doesn't quite care about his BKB now on Kaiser. The hook should come in, trying to kite him around a little bit and isolate him, but he just blinks across into the side after getting that kill. The arrow will land on the Winter Wyvern. This should be death, and it is. Moonlight Shadow to try and cover the retreat. There's plenty of sentries around.
It's a smart move by Hellraisers over here just to get back after experiencing that. Before all these during all these fights, they don't have anybody to really sit in front. Somebody has to tank the initiation, or else fights aren't going to go in their favor. Looks like that's Winter Wyvern, but on the downside, Winter Wyvern just isn't getting Winter's Curse off. You can't save people and do Winter Wyvern things. So it's they're able to hold on, but Roshan just came back up and they're moving towards the pit right now, so they get this for free.
Bambo leading the charge. It was. There's a 4-staff. What do you think about this Hex, by the way, that the Clockwork has picked up?
The Hex, extremely good against TA. If you manage to get a hook shot off on TA and then Hex him, your team is in a really good position as far as being able to wail away the enemies. TA is a massive damage dealer on our team. It just depends whether or not she gets her BKB off and is able to start hitting people when the Earthshaker initiates. If you can stop her and disable her during that Earthshaker initiation when the enemies are stunned and not able to get away from her, then you might even be able to win a team fight, but that is very hopeful win condition for a fight.
Yep. Yeah. 9 actually, a decent amount of damage that he's dealing. About 300, give or take. And with decent attacks between courtesy of Peniala. Plus 50 damage down, so good on the tier actually.
Yeah,
they figure out that Roshan's going on. Oh man, the ward down bottom. It's right on top of Sexy Bamboo, so it's yet another instant D-ward. Aegis and She's now in the hands of Hellraisers. Meanwhile down bottom, 33 already made the way back, and Armin, we should die here.
This is where Penta loses the game.
Oh, is it? Well, they're getting some help here. Armin was trying to bait out a little bit. Hellraiser's not really taking it, but they still lose the Winter Wyvern. Milan sitting in the side just being bursted down so fast. They can take it here because the top T3 is down. Neff, do you want to revise your statement?
Yes. I thought they'd catch the enemies out there and just turn around on them and kill them. That was a very bold play, seeing as when they went into that, the Marana did not have buyback. So Marana died there. They fighting into like an Aegis and Cheese team. If they get caught out by something like that, they lose. It's a very, very bold play to make, but I guess they made it work. So Neff was wrong.
Get the tower, they get the shrine. Still another one to take down in the secret shop whenever they can swing by there. This game's far from over.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you put a Divine on the Ember. You know, there's always hope.
Oh, they're gonna go again. 9. Oh no, he's not looking. He could have easily gotten the BKB off, but now he is dead. He does have buyback back. Buyback back. Bye.
I mean, it doesn't matter if he gets the BKB off. It's a lasso, dude.
I can, yeah. Oh, he could have leapt as well, maybe.
It's just BKB goes on cooldown in that situation.
Yeah.
So. Hopeful.
It actually dies on the way back. That's very annoying too. Nothing on it. Kaiser now. With the creeps in mid, disabling back the region. Gonna look for the tower, but bit of control. No fraction, but DNZ, well, Milan working on him, but, well, he gets it off by Kerberos, doing quite some work too. Another chains, but now BKB on 33. Gonna get that kill eventually, maybe. There it is, but he had to commit in quite deep for it. Buyback from Mirana, forced that another time. Kaiser, he's gonna drop low, but he does have that Aegis, so he doesn't particularly care. They get the tower, looking for more. Oliver in the middle of that now. Does have... I'm not sure if he has a remnant available to get out, but for now, well, he's dying to the Winter's Curse here. Echo Slam actually being dodged by the W. They get Milan again, and now they're looking for 33. He's quite tanky. He's doppelgangering out. And, well, he's still alive. Oliver Thing's pretty damn strong this game, as it turns out. They get PA, and they might even get Phantom Lancer. The 33 is so freaking low. He just has one more doppelganger, but 9. Well, that last hit will be dodged, but not the second one. Great turn of events for Penta. They lose the tower, but they gain so much more.
Yeah, one thing that went on in that fight is Clockwork was looking out for a hookshot and trying to disable the Blink Dagger from the Earthshaker, stop him from going in, stunning the enemy team, things like that. Earthshaker chose to use his Blink to dodge the Clockwork hookshot there, but he's your cheese holder, and he wasn't really contributing to that fight. He was more so just getting pushed back by the Clockwork, so I'd either say that was a misplay by him or very well played by the Clockwork to be able to stop the Earthshaker from getting in there and stunning out your team. Is probably won them the team fight.
Yeah. Well, I've also forced out the buyback just now on Phantom Lancer, so now it's... that part is also equalized with the 9s using the buyback earlier. Where did they go from here? Do they just try and control the map, wait for the next Roche? Or is that just too long a time frame for Hellraisers to establish control?
Both teams.
Evidently. That Shadow coming in, they get the hacks, but where's the follow-up? There it is, the hookshot. Kaiser kind of being locked down by the Winter Wyvern a little bit. By BKB's galore is 9, fights up against 33. Instant buyback, actually, from the Winter Wyvern. So this is an ultimate throw-out whenever 9 out of BKB time now. So 33 will be able to run it down unless they get some help. There it is from Oliver, trying to turn things. Bit of a burst. They lose their hero. Oliver's going to have to do some heavy work. Now that Winter Wyvern ultimate. Slowing things down a little bit. The heals coming through once again on this Templar Assassin, but is it just a setup for Penta? It looks like it is! They get that kill! Now the Cogs kind of locking all of them in with the Milan. The Bat Rider Lasso, what the hell's going on? Oliver's just burning down everybody! 33 eats the cheese, not even putting up to full health because, well, he's super tanky. But DNZ will finally fall, so it's a 1 versus 1. Oliver, kinda out of mana though. I'm not sure how much he can man fight up against us. He chooses not to try and find out. What the hell is going on in this game, guys? Yeah. Yeah. Did find the hook shots after the fact. Winter Wyvern also with the cold embraces. Like, talk to me about that. Well, is that the couple of times you used it, was it already? Was the situation dire enough for it to warrant it, or could they have done perhaps more if Templar Assassin was allowed to actually do something more? while she was cold embraced instead. Yeah. Oh, Milan. Not sure what he was doing up there, but Penta got the kill. And saying, "Oh yeah, gonna be there. Oh, I'm gonna take it. Thank you very much."
Just a boy doing his best.
Blinking and force stuffing and casting spells. Oh.
Yeah.
I think if they catch Bambo would be great because he's still holding on to the gem from DNZ. Now they get to try and establish control. Roshan actually very short respawn time. They're back in 10 seconds. And maybe if they use the rocket place to check it, they could swipe into that.
This game is pretty interesting because both teams have had certain things where they could have met when conditions happened, but they decided to fight with the enemies when they're just a little bit short of it a couple times. So I might be wrong though.
No. BKB lasso jump in onto 9. It's a great target to bring down here. Down to half health. Akosam committed everything, but now there's all of those coming in. Boogie also next one dropping low. 2-for-1 trade so far. Now 33. Just keeps going. Armen next one on the list. Buyback from Boogie. Buyback from Milan. I want to end this now by the looks of it. And they're going to keep Ember Spirit locked down for a little bit with that Winter Skirts if nothing else. And now the ball control is everyone Milan as he brought back. Does get a W off. Takes quite a while, but well, can he get out of this sticky situation? He did. He TP'd? What? What? Incredible. That was still a great fight for Hellraisers though, even without that kill. Getting a 9 out of the picture. Spending a buyback on Milan, but that is acceptable at this point if they can break some more of this high ground down. Like from the NZ, they need us locked down 100%. And BKB for another 15 seconds on 33. Kaiser still available for 5 and 5 second duration. Gonna be able to get these 2 racks down. Nice dodge there now, DNZ. He bought back, he might actually be in trouble. Good force off back, but 33. Pops to BKB, he wants to get this kill, he wants to bring him down. That gives some time for Oliver though, double kill in the back. The lasso just a little bit too late to save his buddy. Now Boogie tracking down the Earthshaker, should be able to finish off that kill. Oliver out of the base. Need to find another target. 33. Is he gonna buy TP? Yeah, he is. It's just walking back. And nobody's bothering. Daddy.
Oh no.
From the Emerald Spade, you should be able to get it. Shitty. Yes, the roots! 33! Went for the place, and now he's actually inside the fountain. Oh my god, guys! They got the Rex, but at what cost? Yeah. This burst was just crazy.
I mean, when Oliver was at his weakest point, when he was just after he went his Veil, he went Radiance. The enemies didn't take him down enough and capitalize on that. After that, he got his 10 armor talent. He has Shiva's guard, and then he had Veil armor. So the amount of like physical damage reduction that the TA does just isn't significant enough.
Shot take all the way back on the Earthshaker. Who's invincible with Shadow Amulet? What? How'd they figure that out? I'll send you what, okay. I don't know, that's a great catch because he also doesn't have buyback. Him and the Phantom Lancer, they know exactly that none of them are able to come back. And then, without the Earthshaker, without the Phantom Lancer, where's the control? Where's the sustain? Gonna try to find DNZ, almost bring him back to the fountain. Kaiser will be able to finish him off as he comes back, but that's the BKB's down. They're still losing 2 full sets of racks, 3 full sets of racks, because top lane also went down earlier. This is mega creep, so PENTA, now they're gonna get some more kills. The Winter's Curse onto Clockwork, not gonna be enough to kill him, and BKB on 9 means that he'll be able to right-click through it regardless. Oliver, just to beat him off, he'll find the damage, he'll find the help from Boogie. Another 2 kills, Batrider comes back, they will have 33. So PENTA, respecting that somewhat. They're walking back now. Even if they lose Armenia though, it's gonna be an uphill battle for Hellraisers for sure.
Absolutely.
Bambo. I was thinking about it, does have the last coming off cooldown, but PENTA retreating as one unit. They're ready to turn things around. If Hellraisers overextend, one more death could mean the end of this game and the end of this series. Oh, links out. TP. Oh, the hookshot will actually connect onto the creeps. Not quite the right target, but the hacks has to keep him away. Boogie. Being a bit cheeky here.
I don't know, it looks like they really want to pressure the enemies here, stop them from leaving their base, being able to take back control of the map, but they weren't quite able to do it as all the enemies came back to life. So right now, if you're PENTA, okay, we have mega creeps, we have a huge advantage now. You guys don't have buybacks. We're gonna take Roshan, we're gonna maybe get a couple other items we need, and then we're gonna securely win the series.
Bambo. Milan recovers the gem at the very least because Ember Spirit didn't want to swap out an item for it. How did it get to this point? Was it this death on the Phantom Lancer, like going towards the fountain trying to TP out?
There was that, there was not quite having the heart and trying to fight into the enemy base. Before that, there was the Ember Spirit choosing to go for the Radiance instead of more immediate burst for the enemies. Just a bunch of small things back and forth can really affect.
The charge now.
Dota 2 is a hard game.
They get some extra control, the hook shot on the back, preventing the Winter Wyvern from doing things for now. The burst in down for the count, 9 now, the man fight up against 33. Gonna focus on the Nick Assassin instead, but it's BKB, it's gonna time out now. Another stun available after Doppelganger, doesn't quite reach. Well, good Echo Slam actually on 4 heroes. They can turn us around. Kaiser right-clicking away at Boogie, but not able to really finish it off quickly at the very least. Now, well, 4 heroes remaining. Bringing down, he calls it G to the G, indeed. What a game to end the series on.
I'm pretty sure Oliver has just like solved Dota and understands that Radiance is the ultimate item. Everybody can go home.